no idea who is coming out. So I think that's just going to really set the bar. Just the pure excitement on top of the fact that they're amazing wrestlers on top of it.
You can't. You said you can't name names or tease names, but what is a non-contracted talent or woman you would like to work with?
Oh, it feels like everyone's under contract right now. So I would like to work with. I don't think she's officially under contract, but I love Tennille. I know she's working with Impact, but she's not officially contracted. Tennille's a big one. I also, basically anybody on the Shimmer roster right now, I think they're all amazing. I'm Big Swole. She's going to be in the Battle Royale. She's not contracted officially, but I think she's amazing as well. Evilise is, for me, that's a big one to keep an eye on because she's fantastic. I don't know if you guys have seen her, but wow, she's amazing. She's an amazing wrestler.
Who in AEW that you haven't got to lock up with yet are you looking forward to kind of mixing up with in the Battle Royal or just in singles competition too?
Well, I have already locked up with her, but I really am gearing to get a singles match with B. Priestley for a few reasons. I mean, as far as that, pretty much anybody. I'd love to have a singles with Nyla because she's amazing, and she also likes to run her mouth, so I'd like to kind of help her shut it a little bit. Anybody, Awesome Kong, everybody would love to have it. You have to bite your tongue going into that one and pray and hope for the best, but Awesome Kong's amazing. Sadie Gibbs, everybody in the women's division. I want a singles match with because they're all so good.
Can you take us back to Double or Nothing? And there's that triple threat match, and Brandy comes out, and almost like she was going to be in it, and go, oh no, it's Stephanie thing again. And she introduced Awesome Kong, and the place goes nuts. What was that experience like for you in that day? And like people remember that moment of like it becoming the four-way and all the elements of that match changing.
I had goosebumps when I heard the reaction. I was like, oh my god. I mean, and we knew that the place was going to go nuts, but I don't think anybody could prepare for that because it was just insane. And as far as that match couldn't have went any better. It was everything we wanted. We had the surprise element. We had we established that right away, hey, this is the women that we're going to have in AEW, and this is just it's a little taste. It's not at all what you can expect for the rest of the time to come because we're just barely getting started. We have so much more to show you guys and so much more to prove, and we will.
Britt, you've worked the Chicago independent scene like Zello Pro and Warrior Wrestling, and now you're going to be working in front of 11,000 people for AEW. What's that feel like for you?
Well, I did it last year because I was on the women's match for All In, so it's kind of to return here for me is super meaningful because I feel like All In is kind of what put me on the map for a lot of people because I wasn't on any television programs or any larger promotions as far as wrestling goes. So for me, a lot of people didn't know who Britt Baker was. So for me to debut at All In, that's for me I think my big moment where people came to know who I am.
Britt, we had when Adam was over for Download, we had him on, and he couldn't have been more effusive in his praise and how proud he was. Have you had that awkward conversation about Wednesday nights yet?
There's no awkward conversation. He's a fantastic wrestler. He's my favorite wrestler to watch. I think he's absolutely wonderful. He's so entertaining. But at the end of the day, you're going to watch AEW live on Wednesday night, and then you can watch him on TNT or on the WWE Network whenever you want at another time. But you have to watch us live TNT.
How did you find out about the idea it's going to be head-to-head, and does that change, for you guys being the wrestlers in AEW, does that change the goal, change the mindset?
It doesn't change anything for us because we're still what we are. We're new, we're fresh, we're an alternative to what you're watching wrestling right now. And as far as how I found out, my boyfriend just came home from a meeting one day. They were filming TVs at Full Sail, and he came home and said, oh my gosh, guess what? We're going to be running head-to-head. And it's like, well, let the games begin. All is fair in love and war, right?
Brandy Rhodes is obviously at the helm here for the AEW Women's Division, and equality is very important to both the company and to Brandy. What have you noticed inside of AEW that has made equality more of a bigger issue for you guys? What are the differences between other companies you've worked for in the past? How is that playing out as you've seen inside of AEW?
Well, this is my first major company that I'm signed and working for, and as far as the inside versus the outside, what you see is what you get. There's no secrets or any hidden agenda or anything. Equality is a huge priority for us, and we're showing you that on the outside, and it carries on to the inside as well.
Is there a certain aspect wrestling style wise, is there something that you've wanted to work on? Anything in regards to like who, like film or anybody you want to watch in particular that you're like, oh, I want to kind of adapt that into my move style or arsenal or anything like that?
Yeah, actually Sarah Stock.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if you guys know her. She's a producer or and an agent for WWE actually, but she is a tremendous wrestler. She did so much amazing work in Japan and in Mexico, and I think I study her more than anybody now. I just think she's great.
It's awesome.
You know, a lot of fans are buzzing because, you know, there's this current change, this great change in the pro wrestling atmosphere. Some of us who grew up in the 90s had this whole nostalgia feel. But, you know, the fans, journalists, we're excited about it. What is it like being a wrestler in this time period?
It's really exciting because I feel like we're in the position that everybody wants to be, because everybody wants to be a part of something that's new and fresh. Everybody wants to write the history books. So for us, that's what the position we're in, and we've nowhere to go but up. So yeah, you're taking a chance, you're taking a risk, but it's a fun one and it's an exciting one. So I am in the best position I could ever be in, and all I can tell my friends that are jealous is, hey, sorry.
You said it's your first time working with a major company.
Mm-hmm.
How excited are you about doing weekly TV, about going into that world versus the indies, and what's your kind of expectations?
I'm excited. I'm also, obviously nervous because it's the pressure of live TV. I also have the added stress of keeping my dental career in check because I am going to be out of the office on Wednesdays and then flying back home on Thursdays. As soon as I get off the plane, I got to put my scrubs on and go straight to the office again. But I'm so excited. We have the absolute best team and staff with our agents and producers working with us, helping us, and TNT's been absolutely fantastic. So it's all going to be wonderful. I just ready for it to happen so the nerves can kind of shake off a little bit.
You did some TV spots for WWE in the past. Did that prepare you at all for AEW, or is the production aspect a little bit too different for it to have really mattered?
So my TV spots were about like 30 seconds long and me just getting my ass kicked in WWE. So I don't think that really prepared me for anything other than maybe signing the contract on AEW a little quicker. No, I'm just kidding. I have no ill will towards WWE. My boyfriend works there. I had a great relationship with them. This is the better option for me at this time. Obviously, with the whole dental career being the main thing, because like I said, I can work Monday through Friday with the exception of Wednesday in the dental office, where at NXT it's just not a possibility.
Two more guys.
Have you felt like, have you noticed any kind of crossover in between the dental, like any of your patients, people coming in or anything like that?
Yeah,
with regards to wrestling?
a lot more recently too. People come in like, oh hey, I'm a wrestling fan, and I just want to let you know I'm a huge fan. And even in the locker room, there are people will call me, hey, I have a dental question real quick, and it's I love it though. I love when they cross over because I get to kind of flaunt my intelligence a little bit. So it's rewarding. I love it.
Most people who have been pursuing professional wrestling as a full-time career have a job that's not as, we'll say, maybe quite as professional as being a dentist. And a dental career, how do you balance the needs of that with the needs of professional wrestling, which are both very high energy, high intelligence, high focus jobs?
You just can't think about it. It's more of a don't think, just do thing. When I wake up in the morning, I know I have to do this, 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 and this, and it's just, it has to get done, and that's what you do. You have to wake up, you have to go to the office, you have to do any after office paperwork, you have to go to the gym, you have to go to the ring and train, and then you eat, and then you get a little bit of sleep and wake up and do it again. You can't really stress and freak yourself out with everything that there is to do. You just have to say, hey, you have to do it. I'm going to do it. That's it.
Thank you, Britt.